Good evening and welcome back. As we all know, our community has been plagued by a frightening string of deadly attacks. This week marks 6 months since the first victim was buried alive by this mysterious killer. According to law enforcement, targets were all taken from their homes around 3 a.m. and their bodies recovered the next day from shallow graves. The coroner declared asphyxiation as the cause of death in each case. Until the killer is apprehended, we urge our audience to take proper safety precautions. Avoid leaving your home as we enter the later hours of the night. Keep your doors and windows locked, and do not open the door for anyone you don't know. Stay safe, everyone.
To be buried while alive is, beyond question, the most horrific extreme for which has ever fallen to the lot of mere mortality. For several years, I had been subject to attacks of the singular disorder which physicians have agreed to term catalepsy, in default of a more definite title. Although both the imminent and the predisposing causes, and even the actual diagnosis of this disease are still mysterious, its obvious and apparent character is sufficiently well understood. Sometimes the patient lies, for a day only, or even for a shorter period, in a species of exaggerated lethargy. He is senseless and externally motionless, but the pulsation of the heart is still faintly perceptible. As this awful conviction forced itself thus into the innermost chambers of my soul, I once again struggled to cry aloud. And in the second endeavor I succeeded. A long, wild, and continuous shriek, or yell of agony, resounded through the realms of the subterranean night. The tortures endured, however, were indubitably quite equal for the time. They were inconceivably hideous, but out of evil proceeded good, for their very excess wrought in my spirit an inevitable revulsion. The closest scrutiny and the most rigorous medical tests failed to establish any material distinction between the state of the sufferer and what we conceive of absolute death. There are moments when, even to the sober eye of reason, the world of our sad humanity may assume the semblance of a hell. But, like the demons in whose company Afrasiab made his voyage down to Oxus, they must sleep, or they will devour us. They must be suffered to slumber, or we will perish.
She's just asleep this whole time, right?
Do we want to have her like this
Maybe
is like
have
where
her
she kind of
nestle
tuckles
in.
in, yeah, nestles.
Tuckles?
Did I say tuckle? Tuck in. Sorry, she said nestle, and I got that in
All
my
right,
head.
Trinity. Tuckle yourself in.
You're gonna tuckle yourself in. I'm sorry, guys. Suckle, whatever you said. What is it?
Tuckle?
I said tuckle.